folks. Welcome to Coffee with Jesus on Thursday. I just wanted to introduce this with one verse. We're into John chapter 5, and I want to talk about something that's happened today. You could probably guess what it is. Sometime later, Jesus went up to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish festivals. Now, Jesus waited. The thing that strikes me about it is that he went up knowing that he was in danger. Sorry, let me remove this mic a bit. And yet he still went, and he was so desperately needed there. His message was so desperately needed. And I think about how the message of Christ is still so desperately needed. And I think about a young man who has today been killed because he went into places which were dangerous for him. He went to college campuses. Now, it seems ridiculous to say that they were dangerous for him, but they were. He was often threatened and attacked, and today he was killed. His name's Charlie Kirk. If you don't know who he is, I'd be very, 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 very surprised. And you certainly, if you listen to the news at all, you will hear. Now, what people don't realize, forget when on the ABC here in Australia, one journalist said he was far right. No, he's not far right. That's just such a ridiculous. Everything gets called. You listen to what he says. I'm really struggling. Some of his political views I don't think I would have shared. But in essence, I admired enormously his courage. And if being against abortion and for traditional marriage makes you far right, then I'm far right. And I think about the world that we live in, the world that Jesus lived in. It's a world which was prepared to crucify Christ. And Jesus said, if the world hates you, it will also hate me. And I think we need to remember that. And I think that hasn't changed. That's still the case. There is we live in just such a sad world. And we, more than anything, I don't think Kirk would have had any message, not his politics or anything, without the good news of Christ. And it's very interesting, where he was shot in Utah, his first question was about religion. Second question, ironically, was about shootings, transgender shootings, and then he was killed. But he always pointed people to Christ. And I will put a wee clip of him on here if I can, just to let you see that. But
Charlie Kirk got asked if he was a Christian, and this man knows his Bible.
Are you a Christian by any chance?
Very, very much so.
Like, why is that exactly?
Jesus saved my life. I'm a sinner, gave my life to Christ, most important decision I ever made.
So you believe the Bible is real?
Yes, I believe the Bible is true and real. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I could give you the technical answer. There's never been an archaeological discovery that has contradicted the truth of the Bible. And then, of course, the wisdom. There is not a truth of the Bible that if you apply to your life does not improve dramatically. And then finally, we have the most accurate and transparent, historically robust account that one can have of the most important figure ever to live in the history of the world, Jesus of Nazareth. And the resurrection is the pinpoint of my belief that Jesus did rise from the grave so that we may live.
What makes Christian mythology real?
So that's not mythology, but that is theology. If Genesis 1:1 and the resurrection is true, anything in the Bible is possible. You're looking at the greatest miracle. The greatest miracle is creation.
I love you and leave you just now. May God bless you. And I pray especially for Charlie's young widow and young children. May he bring them comfort in the midst of this tremendous grief. And may God save America. Bye.